Look at a candle right now. That tiny flame burning in your home, it's part of a chain that goes back 200,000 years. Your ancestors had fire, but they couldn't make it. For most of human history, every flame on Earth had to be kept alive by hand, by someone, every single second. If a tribe's fire went out, they didn't strike a match. They begged the next tribe for theirs. And there were people whose entire job was watching the fire. They slept in shifts. They died trying. Your candle is the descendant of a single spark stolen from lightning, and the people who kept it alive built everything you are. Without fire, your ancestors had nothing. No warmth in winter, no defense from predators at night, no way to cook tough meat, no way to soften roots, no way to dry wet skin before frostbite, no way to see in the dark. Fire wasn't a tool. Fire was the difference between living and dying. And for 200,000 years, humans had it without knowing how it worked. So how did they keep it alive? They invented 4 systems. One of them changed your brain forever. System 1, the lightning hunters. I call this the lightning hunters. Fire didn't come from inside the tribe, it came from outside. Lightning strikes, wildfires, volcanic eruptions. When ancient humans saw smoke on the horizon, they didn't run, they ran toward it. They carried thin sticks, they lit one end, then they walked, sometimes for days, back to camp, cupping the flame from the wind with their bodies. If the flame died on the journey, they had to go back. Some scouts never returned. They had stolen something from the sky. They couldn't afford to lose it. System 2, the fire keepers. I call this the fire keepers. Once a tribe had fire, somebody had to watch it, every minute of every day for years. The fire keepers were chosen, usually older members who couldn't hunt. They learned which woods burned slow, which woods threw sparks, which woods made smoke that hurt the eyes. They built small wind walls of stone. They slept in shifts beside the flame. If they fell asleep during their watch and the fire went out, everyone could starve. Everyone could freeze. Everyone could be hunted in the dark. Their job wasn't a chore, it was sacred. System 3, the fire trade. Sometimes the fire did go out. A storm, a mistake, a keeper falling asleep. When it happened, the tribe had only one option. They sent someone to another tribe to beg. Anthropologists found evidence of this everywhere. Tribes across Africa, Europe, and Asia traded fire like other tribes traded food. The price was high. Sometimes a daughter for marriage, sometimes weapons, sometimes a whole share of the next hunt. Fire was the most valuable thing humans owned because everything depended on it. System 4, the cooking revolution. I call this the cooking revolution. Once humans learned to keep fire, something strange happened to their bodies. Cooked food unlocked nutrients raw food couldn't release. The energy that used to go into chewing tough meat for hours now went somewhere else. It went into their brains. Anthropologist Richard Wrangham proved that fire is the reason human brains grew. Your IQ exists because someone, hundreds of thousands of years ago, figured out cooked meat made them smarter, taller, and longer living. Fire didn't just save your ancestors. Fire built your mind. In 1921, in a cave in China called Zuquodian, archaeologists found something incredible. Layers of ash 7 meters thick. Burned bones, burned tools. The earth had been used for 750,000 years, generation after generation, tending the same fire in the same spot, cooking, eating, sleeping beside it, telling stories to their children. The exact same flame, passed down for longer than language has existed. We weren't shaped by fire, we were raised by it. Modern parallel. Today, every 4 years, the Olympic torch is lit in Greece by the sun, and it travels hand to wherever the games are held. People run with it through cities, across countries, across oceans. Why? Because deep in our memory, we still understand. A flame that travels matters. Look at your candle again, or your stove, or your phone screen glowing. That light is the descendant of a flame stolen from lightning 200,000 years ago, kept alive by someone who fell asleep tired, carried by someone who died on the journey, passed down by someone who couldn't write but knew the most important rule of being human: never let the fire go out. Subscribe for more stories of the people who came before us.